We don't declare war anymore.
On Sunday, December 7th, 1941, a state of war.
We've engaged in things that we would think of as war, but we haven't formally declared it. Haven't had Congress sign their names to it.
Why? What changed?
The president is the commander-in-chief of the forces in war, but Congress decides when and where we go to war. Problem is now we have this technology that the founding fathers couldn't have even dreamed of, where it's allowed us to disentangle these two parts of war. We can go out and blow things up, but not have to send people into harm's way. And that's a positive because you aren't seeing those condolence letters going to sons and daughters. The problem is that it's by breaking that connection, Congress's role is essentially, it's not playing a role in when and where we go to war, at least what we used to think of as war.
I have prohibited torture and work to make sure our use of new technology like drones is properly constrained.
NBC News has obtained this confidential 16-page Justice Department memo. It says an imminent threat does not require the United States to have clear evidence that a specific attack on U.S. persons and interests will take place in the immediate future.
Branch making a claim that it has the right to kill anyone, anywhere on Earth, at any time, for secret reasons based on secret evidence in a secret process undertaken by unidentified officials.
America's drone program doesn't just violate its own constitution, but also international law.
We are adopting a technology at a 21st century pace, that is at this rapid, exponential pace, and yet our reaction to it in terms of our politics, our policy, our law, our ethics is this glacial 20th century pace.
No one ever got in trouble for killing civilians.
Weites Gelände überschauen und kann vor allem sehen, wenn unsere Bodentruppen angegriffen werden, unter Feuer geraten. Und das ist ein Riesenvorteil, ein Schutz, den wir unseren Soldaten auch gewähren sollten.
Tausende von Menschen sind umgebracht worden mit diesem Kampfdrohnen. Wir brauchen nur nach Amerika zu schauen, was ist denn da in den letzten Jahren passiert.
I thought our goal was to rebuild their country, rebuild their democracy, and stabilize their country, but that's not the actions that were going on.
This is not just a game changer, but it's something that's here to stay. That is, the military's gone from using a handful of these to having more than 7,000.
I felt like it destroyed my soul. They don't realize is, oh, this person might be on the opposite side of the world, a different culture, but you don't value them as human. Well, then they're not going to value you as human.
We have set a huge, huge precedent now that we may well regret later on.
People think it's a video game, but in a video game you have checkpoints, you have restart points. In a drone, when you fire that missile, there's no restart.
The Predator job is inherently cowardly, inherently weak, but you have to make yourselves feel better.
The less they can get you to think of what you're shooting at as human, the easier it becomes for you to just follow through with these shots when they come down. Use of terms like fun-sized terrorist or little non sequitur terms like cutting the grass before it grows too long, referring to the possibility of killing children or anything like that. It was you say these things as sort of a mental exercise to somehow rationalize the possibility or perhaps deal with the reality that it's already come to pass that you have possibly killed children.
Conventional air power, or missiles, are far less precise than drones.